Bye. I am not doing that. Okay, letting some people log in to see if you're there. It is bad weather here, so I'm hoping that I can stay with you guys tonight. I am about to see Magni. I think Magni's watching right now. Magni, can you see me? I got to go grab some stuff out the other room. Type if you can see it, Magni. Wow, got a lot of people in. Hi. Say hello. It's storming here. Oh. Okay. All right, we had 8, now we're down to 4. That's okay. So, oh, hey, Tina, Glenda, Jamie, can y'all hear me? It's storming here. I almost thought I wasn't going to be able to get on here tonight, but I'm hoping I can stay with y'all. Can y'all hear me? Is everything good? All right, let me get, oh, it's 8:02. I'm already late. Let me get to my live on here. Go live. Okay. All right. Go live. All right. All right, everybody. Well, welcome to Touching Eternity, the podcast. I'm your host, Sid Patrick. Sorry that I got on a little bit later tonight. We had some technical difficulties. It is storming here. It sounds like tornado weather, but I haven't had any warnings yet. So I hope that we can stay on. I'll stay on as long as I can with y'all up to the hour, and then we will move on. So a little bit while we're letting some people log in. I think I only have like a few of you logged in right now. I am on Facebook, and I'm on TikTok, and I'm on YouTube. So you could join me in any one of those three, to view the podcast. So you're getting what we had earlier. Oh, y'all had some storms earlier. Well, then there should be more people on here right now. I mean, I'm happy that y'all are here. There should be some more people on right now. Okay, so a little bit about what's going on. I can take these off. Y'all know that this month, I've been saying this is my last month for school. And so I'm wrapping it up. I'm in my end of my last course. I am completing, let's see. So I gotta see if somebody's telling me hello. Over here, and it's very small. Sparkle. Hi, Sparkle. And good evening, Isla. So anyway, I'm in my last course of school, and I'm in the end of it. And then after this course, I just have a project to do, and then I'll be done. And I think I should be able to get the project done in about 2 weeks. I should be finished by the end of this month. And then I will spend a lot more time with you, and I will have a lot more availability. I have a lot of people kind of upset because I don't have a lot of availability right now. Thank you, Tina. I don't have a lot of availability to see clients, but I told everybody that in the beginning of the month that I'm limiting my client list right now while I'm finishing up school because I need to get it done. I just had to pay for another semester, even though I'm only going to be here to the end of the month because I didn't speed it up earlier, but with the big move and everything. So a little bit, some things that are happening. So let's do get rid of that part first, all the boring part. So don't forget that there is a Spirit Heart Cruise, January 2nd to 7th, on the going out of Tampa and going to Mexico. Please go to my website. It's going to be on the Jewel of the Seas. That's a Royal Caribbean boat. Please, if you're interested, there's a lot of really great people that's going to be on that cruise. A lot of speakers. There's going to be a lot of activities. There's going to be the night before the cruise. They're meeting at this haunted location so that people can sense and see what they feel. So that's going to be a lot of fun the night before, but you don't have to do that. If you want to just go on the cruise, come on the cruise. It's just 5 days. It's not a 7-day like the last cruise I did. And this one is right after the new year. So again, come join us, come have some fun with us, and let's have a blast. With saying that, everybody knows my work wife. Please send her some love. She's had some stuff going on. I don't want to put out her personal life, but she's had some stuff going on. She could use your prayers. I know y'all wondering which work wife, the one in Dallas, Trenny. So please send Trenny your love right now. She could really use it. And she will be in New Orleans next week. She is coming in on Thursday or Friday, and she will be here throughout the weekend. We are booked on Friday night for a gallery. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm getting to that, Glenda. Glenda asked that I see Miss Janice. I did. I was hoping to have Miss Janice on tonight. But anyway, so Trenny and I will be doing a gallery Friday the 17th at 7 p.m. at my house in Metairie at the bungalow. So my house in Kenner, I said Metairie. Go to my website, sid-patrick.com. You can hold your seat there. The seats are selling. It is limited seating. So know that. And she will be here regarding that everything with her is going okay. I think she'll be fine by then. Just send her some love, and she'll love that. Also on the 18th, that's all booked out. We have booked groups all day long. I have groups all day long. Trini might have some openings. So obviously Wendy Sue on Facebook, she's coming to one of the groups on the 18th. So I am booked out. I am booked out from 9 o'clock that morning to 9 o'clock that night. I have not an opening on the 18th, and on Friday I have the gallery. So sorry if any of you guys had wanted one and we couldn't get what this will. It'll happen. We're going to be doing getting together once a month with that group. So just stay posted. What else do I need to tell you guys that's going on? Tell you about school, tell you about Trenny's coming in. Told you, this weekend, I'll be in Denver. I have a conference during the day that I'm going to for work, but in the evenings I will be working with Trenny in Denver. So I'm hoping everything's okay and that she makes it. So far it looks good. I'll be with Trenny this weekend in the Denver area. If you would like a read, I can't book for Trenny, but if you would like a reading with me, if any of my Denver people out there would like a reading with me or a session with me in person, we can see if we can set something up in my spare evening time. During the day, I will be at a conference. It's telling me to swipe to do more comments. Okay, so anyway, I'll be in Denver, and at the end of the month, let me say this for those clients. Hey, Chris. Well, Chris will be in Denver during that time this weekend. But also the end of the month, the last weekend of the month, I think that's like July 30th to August 2nd, I will be in Las Vegas teaching a class there at Vegas Crystal Healings. Please look up Vegas Crystal Healings. Give Tammy my love. Tammy's a wonderful individual. So please, I'll be in Vegas. If you're interested in a class, get a hold of Tammy and come to Vegas and let's have some fun in Las Vegas this way at the end of the month. Anyway, okay, so all that I said. So Glenda asked me, did I get to go see Miss Janice? Yes, I did. I spent 4 hours with Miss Janice at the Coffee Bean on Carrollton Avenue in New Orleans this weekend. We went over my chart and talked about some eclipses that are coming up in August and talked about where my all my stars are right now, and really help me get a perspective of what to expect. Again, I've never had her wrong with dates and times and like instances, so she's really good with that. Some of the things she thought might be happening may not be exactly what happened, but the dates and stuff happen on those dates, like almost to the T of what she says. So some dates I have to look out for is August the 15th. Then next year, there's some really good stuff in like December, there's some good stuff. And then again in June, there's some really good stuff for me. And so it was really a good session. I got a lot out of it, took a lot of notes. I did not record because I would never listen to 4 hours more of talk. I was hoping to have Miss Janice on tonight because Magni was supposed to come up here to Hattiesburg with me. However, he got called in for jury duty and got selected. And so Magni had to sit through a murder trial, which ended today. And so he's off now, which was really cool for him because that's a new experience for him. And so he actually was a juror on a murder trial for this week. But anyway, so that was really, really, really cool. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, let me take my cruise down. Thank you. Oh, that's my moderator. My moderator, Jamie. You want to see this? I've been working on the paper. You can tell my hair is a mess. I'm constantly doing schoolwork right now, trying to get it done. I'm spending every viable moment doing it. So anyway, so those are the things that are going on currently. And tonight, I am going to get into some card pullings and some readings for you guys. But I want to talk a little bit about the intuitive self. I'm going to be doing some lectures in Vegas with working with people and helping them develop their intuitive self. And we started talking about this last week. And just some things I've noticed from working with so many people over so long. Hey, Celeste, working with so many people in this field and working with new beginners and people trying to understand, their own vibrational self and understanding how and why, because how they want to help people. And I even had this conversation with Janice, and she tells me that a lot of people really want to work with helping other people. Me and Miss Janice had this conversation Sunday when I met with her. And there's everybody wants to be in the business to help people. They want to be a healer, or they want to be a medium, or they want to be an intuitive or a psychic, or they want to be involved in some kind of energy work or dealing with the paranormal. There's so many different things. But the one thing I can say that is consistent in all of these is understanding who you are, understanding how your brain works, understanding how you think, understanding what has affected you in your life, and being able to separate from that, because that's what's going to open your vision. Ms. Janice was telling me that she has a lot of the people that she's seeing is they are like healers, or they're into they go on these big meditation retreats and all these things because they need peace in their life. But if you don't have peace in your life, and I said this to Miss Janice, if you don't have peace in your life, you should be there trying to heal someone else and bring peace in their life, because you haven't figured it out for yourself. So in order for you to get into this, you really, and that's why energetics is so, so important. Hi, Kay. Kay joined, and Mimi joined, and Cheryl joined, and that girl Jill joined, and Atticus Red joined. Well, thank you for joining. But so again, you should not be in this field as a mentor or a practitioner if you haven't healed yourself. And that means going in and understanding your emotional and your energetic connections to things. Okay? That's understanding where you are in your life and able to let go of your anger, being able to let go of, the pain that has happened. Take that and start understanding your pain. If you have pain, understand why you experienced it. Understand were you able to develop from it and grow from it? Were you able to be able to stand tall and put that pain behind you? Sometimes it's very hard for an empath to do because they feel everything. Hey, Jesse. So it's really, really, really important that if you're going to get into intuitive studies or you're going to get into anything metaphysical, that the one you have to heal first is you before you can help anybody else. And that doesn't mean you have to, like me, I'm overweight. Am I going to go lose weight before I do this? No, this is this is my genetics. This is what's going to happen. I just have to face it. It's genetics. Okay. This is my natural thing. Yes, I could kill myself and bear it down, but this is who I am. And upsetting that, oh, Janice disrupted Sid. I just wanted you to know that she got my message. So Miss Janice was going to come on tonight, but Magni got stuck in that case, in that trial, in the murder trial in New Orleans, so he couldn't get here. So, and he needs to be here when I link somebody in. When do you know you have truly healed? When you no longer stress over it, Stephanie. When you no longer, it doesn't affect you like it used to, like you've been able to grow from it. That's how you know you're working on your healing. And remember that I teach this in energetics, that I don't believe in forgiveness. I believe in understanding. And I'm getting little buttons made in, I don't want to say, I don't want to get banned, but it's going to say F forgiveness. The FU word and forgiveness. I'm getting little buttons made with that to give to my students when they come to energetics, because I don't believe in forgiveness. Forgiveness doesn't work. Forgiveness works for the other person, but what does it do for you? It still lets you carry that little connection between that person. But if you understand why that person is the way they are, that helps you separate those emotional feelings between you and that person. And that's what's more important, is not to forgive, but understand someone. And, I say that over and over, and sometimes, yes, Steph, Sparkle. So when I start doing the readings, just say, pick from, me, just say, let me know you're ready, that you're still there. And I will. So understand that, understanding who you are is the number one key into getting in touch with the intuition. I don't care how much meditation you do. I don't care how long you sit with the spirit. I don't care but if you can't grow from your own experiences, how are you going to help somebody else? And if you have karma going on in your life, or I don't want to say because that's good karma, but if you have drama or anything negative happening in your lifetime because of family, friends, whatever, if you're doing any kind of healing work, you're going to share that with other people. Understand that. That's very significant if you want to be a healer. If you're a healer, you have to be in check because you're connecting. And so when the spirit comes in to heal that person, are you acting as that conduit? Hey, Kayla, that conduit, sending that energy from the spirit to that person, or from the healing power to that person, whoever you do your healing, or is that healer trying to heal you before it goes to that person? You see what I'm saying? So you have to be in perspective. Okay, so work, and again, it doesn't mean that you can't practice or do things with other people but before you get to become a true practitioner, you really, really have to understand how your energy works and how you connect and how you see things. That is like the number one key. And if anybody has trouble with that, I highly recommend my energetics course. And there's a few people on here that have taken it and they can tell you it's life-changing. The energetics course is life-changing. It helps you see things. It helps you understand things. So please know that. Oh, look how people joining me. Hello, Lawrence, and one creator joined, and Jessica has joined. Anyway, hey, Kayla. So understand that. So, and also one of the things that when you're going to connect, whenever you go study in England or you go study in a lot of the spiritualist camps, they really focus heavily on sitting in the power or meditation or sitting with the spirit. That's different for every person. So you have to understand what your connection is with that. Some people can sit quietly for 3 hours and not move and be perfectly fine, or lay down on a mat for a couple of hours without falling asleep and go into that breathing space, going to that breathing space. Is it helpful? Yes. Is it necessary? Is everyone able to relate to that? No. A lot of people have a lot of ADHD brains, where they're all over the place, where they even though they're trying to sit quiet, their mind is, and they can try to go down, and it's good. But if you can just get down into that level of consciousness. Hey, Lori Kentrell's here. Hi, Lori. Great thing. Congratulations on the retirement, Lori. Anyway, if you can, the whole purpose of meditation and getting in and sitting in the power is getting your brain waves to go down to as close to theta level as it can get. And if you took my mediumship class, you understand a little bit about the energy levels. Well, theta is where you want to be close to. Theta is almost knocked out. It's practically knocked out. But if you can get close to that theta level and stay there, that's where you really open up. That's where physical mediumship actually steps in and starts to flow. So understand that the levels of consciousness are very, very important in connection. And so people will say, do you sit in the power for 15 minutes to an hour? Again, hey Lori, and happy retirement. I'm right behind you, girl. I'm thinking about it. But anyway, so for me, a good 10 to 15 minutes of just being quiet and just taking a breath jumps me right into the power. Boom, boom, boom. And I can go times. She goes, I have an ADHD brain. It takes me about 20 minutes to get into meditation. But again, so yeah, I have that brain too, Kayla. But like I said, getting just down to a good breath and a good down, you can still reach your potential. I tell people to work on that length of time. A lot of people want to do it right before they go read. Well, if I went into a meditative state before I read, I'd fall asleep and probably wouldn't make it to the read. I'd be ready to go home. So I take just a few minutes, do some focal exercises, like focusing exercise and focal exercises, and then I just breathe and go and let whatever happens, and understand that once you get it, once you understand how it works, it's just as easy as taking a breath, because you can turn it on and off that easy, that quick. The reason people have a hard time doing it, you're welcome, Lori. The reason people, have a hard time doing it is because they're trying too hard. Because connecting to the soul is natural. It's not not natural. It's natural. The thing is that many times in our lives we have too much outside noise from other people that pull us away from being able to connect to the soul. And so it's all about just getting in that space for a moment and being able to boom, jump right in. And once you do that, that will help you work with your intuitive side. Are all people going to get into the mediumship right away? No, but they can become very intuitive just by paying attention and just taking that breath and trusting what they get and understanding that it's not verbatim. It's not. When you hear people talking, when you hear a medium talking or a psychic talking and they say they see this, they see that, they see that, sometimes they're not seeing it, they hearing it, they feeling it, they smelling it, they use the word see. And if anybody has seen me work, do I do pets? I've done pets, and I actually see pets that have passed a lot. But anyway, so when working, and once you develop that sense of knowing when you're in that space, it's very natural. It's almost like, it's just like breathing. It's just like taking a breath and paying attention to what you feel and what you're sensing. And if anybody has seen me read before, they know that when I'm doing a gallery or I'm doing a group, or sometimes I'm doing a one-on-one, I will tell you what I'm seeing. I will explain to you how I'm getting it so you can have an understanding about the connection. Hey, Sophia, I hope I have some time to see you this weekend while I'm up in your neighborhood, if you're in town, because I will be in your hood, but I am busy. I'm working every day at a conference, and then in the evenings, Trini has me at the Creatory one night, and somewhere else another night, but I don't know how much more she has. But anyway, so that's a little bit about helping you connect. People ask me a lot of times, how can I practice when I'm by myself? Here's what you do. You can go into that meditative state or that restful state, trying to get down as close as you can. Oh, great, Sophia. Maybe we'll get finished early. We can go do something after. Maybe me, you, and Magni can go to dinner or something, because Magni's coming with me to Denver. So anyway, back to it. So if you're by yourself, do some things like some creative visualization. Maybe go into a state of where you're almost at rest, and start seeing yourself leave out of your body. Never, I usually go from front to back and around the back. Some people, but it's good to go back and forth, not up or down. Try to go through yourself, not up or out. Try to go through yourself, either forwards or backwards, and go take a journey like outside your home or outside, and see if you see where cars are placed. What's if you have a park near you, like across the street from your house, or you have, see what your neighbors are doing outside, and then when you come back up, go outside and see if those right cars are in the right places where you see them. That's how you can practice by yourself. Or if you want to practice with the spirit world a little bit, have them rap and tap on your house. They don't get ridiculous like me. You know, I say, well, please tap once, and I get one. I'm like, okay, that wasn't it. Tap twice. And I hear knock, knock. I'm like, okay, now I need at least 3. I keep testing them. So they get mad at me after a while. It's probably why my house is so active. If anybody's ever been in my house is very active. Hey, Joe Marie, thank you for joining. Melissa and Cindy and Nancy. Just wanted to say hello to you guys. There was a lot joining on TikTok tonight. But anyway, so again, these are just little things you can do on your own to help you use your right brain, being able to get out there, being able to work with when you don't have anybody else to work with. Another thing you can do is go to a museum. If you have a museum in your town, and walk through the museum and look at different art pieces and see if you can feel like a little bit about, don't read the name of who did it or whatever, just kind of see what you feel from it, the era, the time, maybe who painted it, who did whatever, and then go back and look up that piece of art and see maybe just what you've experienced. These are little things you can do on your own. Another thing, and I'll get this out of the way real quick, if you have kids or something, you can use a deck of cards, or you can use symbology cards, which I have these. These are cards full of symbols that we use in studying intuitive arts, metaphysics. These are all different things like kitty cats. They're just all pictures of things. And this is to help people with learning their symbols. Some people use these for readings or whatever. These are available if you want them. I can't sell them to you, but what I can do is the cost is $25. You email me message me on Messenger. I will do a quick 2 or 3 minute reading with you. Then I'll mail you the cards for free. So the reading costs, but you get the cards for free in the mail. So anyway, you can use these. You can use a deck of cards and play with your children and play a game like concentration, like trying to remember where things are. That also helps exercise your brain. Okay, and also do the one where you put the card on your head and you try to guess which card it is. And you can play that with your kids and stuff if you have children, young children. That's a lot of fun. Those are little things you can do. Another good thing for practicing, another good trick for practicing your delivery is pick up a children's book and read to your grandkids or your children if they're young, and then put the book down before it ends, and you create the ending. What that helps with is helping you being able to not having a fear of talking in a group of people or being around other people. So it helps you in developing your skills of delivery, because that's a very big piece of being intuitive, because you have to deliver what you get. You have to deliver it, whether it's mediumship or intuitive work. You have to be able to deliver it. You got to keep your audience energy up, because if the audience energy crashes, so are your connections. So you have to be able to keep your audience's vibe up and into it in order for you to get a better communication or clearer communications. that is something you can do to help work with that. But and again, reading to your kids, I can't tell you enough how many phenomenal mediums I know that can't do a gallery because they can't deliver. They can't speak like a story. It's very broken and that choppy energy. So reading out loud children's stories, simple stories, and then putting the book down and then creating that is really, really important. That's going to help you with your development. That's going to help you with being able for your flow, for you to keep the energy where it needs to be in order to keep your audience energy up. Anybody that's seen me work knows that I'm extremely energetic in my in my sessions, and very hands all over the place, mouth going, because I'm in that space. And it's really because it helps keep the attention span of my audience up, and it helps keep things flowing. So again, these are just some suggestions for things you can try to help you improve on your own. If you're at home or by yourself, to help you be able to work with your connections and help you being able to, again, another thing too, but and as much as I say this, it's the hardest thing for people to get, even some of my best students. So I need to say this. It's okay to be wrong. You don't need to be right. Being wrong is how you learn and you know that you're doing good. If you're getting it right every time, then you're going to get stuck and you'll never grow. So it's okay to mess up. It's okay. It's okay to be wrong. Like I pointed out to my students, it's not that you're wrong, it's how you handle that wrong that talks about the type of intuitive you are, whether medium or psychic. It tells a lot about how you handle that no, tells a lot about who you are, where you are in your development. A lot of times students don't realize that when we do stories and stuff like that, I listen to them because it tells me a lot about who they are, the story they create. So remember, you're all products of your environment. And we learn that in energetics, you're all products of your environment and you're all cultured by your environment. And this is what has the biggest effect on you personally. And these are things you have to go in. And again, you don't have to necessarily cure them or fix them, but you have to identify them and know what they are. Every word that comes out of my mouth, a thought that goes through my head, I know it's generated from someone that I knew. I learned it somewhere. And so we had a case. I'll give you a good example. This is a little hard, and I'm going to try to be, so I don't get kicked off of TikTok or any other media. I'll try to say it properly. So, had a case where there was a 14-year-old that sexually did wrong things, inappropriate things to someone who was 12 years old. The 12-year-old's parents wanted the 14-year-old locked up and wanted him taken out of society. And I had to remind them that 14-year-old had to learn it from somewhere. So what we need to find out first, before we do anything, is figure out who harmed the 14-year-old. And then should there be discipline? Absolutely. There has to be some kind of reaction of helping this person that's 14 grow. But we also have to understand that person was also a victim. And yes, they didn't break the chain, and that's what they had to learn. That's what they're wrong. They're not so much wrong. The big thing they're wrong about is that they couldn't break the chain of what happened to them. They couldn't because maybe they were too young or not mature enough to understand what it really was. And so when you're in this field, you have to understand that. Like that's a tough thing. That's really tough. That everything that we do is because of something that we've been exposed to or cultured to believe. And so, when you're in this field, you have to be mindful of that. And you have to remember that if you got somebody coming to you, then it's because they want help. And if you really are there to help them and not judge them, then you're in the right place. Can you do that? And one of the examples I give in one of my classes, I tell people, because I have a lot of my students are animal friendly and love animals, which is wonderful and beautiful, and they're your children. I get it. But what if someone came to you that was an animal abuser, like maybe you used to set them on fire or something like that? Could you honestly work with that person without judgment? Think about that. Doesn't mean you have to like it, but if they come into you, they come into you for help. Can you help that person find the right way? That's tough. That's very, very tough. And so, because this work comes from the heart, it comes from compassion, it comes from understanding, it comes from a place of love. Sometimes that love isn't comfortable. Hey, Mark. So I need you guys to understand that, okay? And it's hard. I had a person come to me. I think I've told y'all this story. This is about about 2 years ago, maybe now. Came to me. He swore he was possessed by a demon. Gave me the history of, well, caught himself at the mirror with a gun pointed to his head. Didn't know how he got there. Um, he he found himself, woke up groveling and growling and saw like sputum all over the place, and he felt that he was possessed by a demon. My first question, y'all know, when somebody tells me they're possessed by a demon, all right, now let's see how much y'all listen to me. What is the first thing I ask somebody when they tell me they're possessed by a demon? Does anybody know it? Anybody out there remember? Come on, I got a lot of students on Facebook. I tell y'all that story a lot. Okay, everybody's quiet. I hear crickets. So I'll tell you. So the first thing that I ask a person that tells me they are possessed by a demon is, what makes you think that you are worthy of a demon? Why would a demon pick you? Out of all the people in America and the world, why would a demon choose you? Can you tell me that? What did you do? That's the first question I ask. Have they played the game? How much did they have to drink? Well, I have a story about something about that. So Tina says she doesn't believe demons exist. Well, yeah, you have people who are demons, Tina, because there is. So I don't believe. So let me be honest. I don't believe in negative energy, because when you believe in it, you pull it to you and you create it. Okay, so personally, I don't believe that. I believe that people create negative energy, but I don't believe that natural energy is. I don't believe. Hey, Naomi, I do not believe that natural energy is evil. I believe people make it evil, or they play with energy they don't belong playing with. Okay, so, and it doesn't mean that it's evil. Sometimes, like, so there's certain levels of energy that if you expose too much, it's bad for you. You cause cancer. Okay, so you need to be mindful of that, but it's not that it's bad. It's just that it's not natural to you. So you need to understand these things. When you're dealing with energetics, you're dealing with energy. You need to know that. So yeah, so that is the first question that I ask somebody who tells me that. But what makes you worthy? Why did the demon pick you? Why do you think you have a demon? What created that? Were you not christened or baptized or anything like that when you were born, like to erase original sin? What is it? What is it that makes you that way? I did have, and speaking of somebody's little, what did you have to drink? I had I had this woman walk into the center. I will never forget this. And she she walked in my center and she looked me dead in the face and was serious as can be. And so if any of my people in the center on here, they will remember this. She walked in and she looked me right in the face and told me, she says, now she's blonde hair, blue eyed, about 5'2", thin, stringy blonde hair, and she says to me in a straight face, I am Michael Jackson's illegitimate child, and I stole Stevie Nicks' voice. She really told me that. And I just looked at her, and I didn't say how much you had to drink. I looked at her and I said, have you been taking your meds? And she looked me in dead, and just this plain, like this perfect conversation. This was a conversation. This wasn't no joking. She looked me right back in the face and said, no, I stopped taking them about 4 weeks ago. I said, well, you need to come back and see me after you back on your meds for at least 6 weeks, and then we can talk. I said so. So technically, she had gotten, and she really thought that she was Michael Jackson's daughter, and she was older than him, which made it even more ironic that she said that. And then she stole Stevie Nicks' voice. Like, yeah, when was it? When did you stop taking your meds? I just knew to ask her that, and she answered it just as plain conversation. So yes. I could sit here and tell y'all stories all night long, but we're not going to do that tonight. Like I said, it was storming out here. Oh, let me see what the time it is. Okay, it is already 8:20. Anyway, so I wanted to share some things with you about connection. I wanted to share some things with you about how you can work with your own intuition and do things. Another thing you can do that's pretty cool. This is a really cool one. I don't know if y'all have dowsing rods or a pendulum, but get a like a little piece of paper, put it under a cup, and have somebody mix the cups around and let your pendulum see if you can get your pendulum to pick the cup it's under, or use the dowsing rods, let it cross over the cup, or you can use one rod and let it point to the cup that it's in and see if it's right. And that's when you know you're connecting with your higher self. You're connecting with that spiritual side of yourself. That is another exercise you can do. So I've given you a few exercises that you can practice on your own. And next week, if I can remember, because y'all know I'm 65 this month, right? So I'm on Medicare. But anyway, so we will, if I remember, we will explore. We'll see if any of y'all tried any of these exercises and see if it worked for you. Now, do any of you, before we get into reading, does anybody have any questions for me about connection or about your spiritual gifts or about, what's the name of my business, your spiritual gifts or your connections? Now's the time to ask me if you have any questions. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to have a sip. My mint tea. Any questions about about connecting, about spiritual, about intuition, about mediumship? Okay, Tina, what you got for me, baby? You said I do or I doll? Oh, thank you, Celeste. Hey, go away. Somebody on here took my name, go away. Hey, go away. We'll call you back. How you doing? Okay. Yeah, this is the birthday month. So while I've got all y'all online, we will be Friday night, the 24th of July at KJ's celebrating my birthday. If y'all want to come, please come join us. We'll be hanging out at KJ's on the 24th. Me and the besties and our normal group and whoever else wants to come. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yep, Sid's party at KJ's on the 24th. I am like, do not shoot the messenger. Okay, how do you, so Tina's asking me, how do you deliver a message to loved ones without making them angry? Well, first of all, are you talking about, so Tina, are you talking about the loved ones angry on the other side or living human walking people angry? That would depend. So first of all, there's no anger on the other side. There's only love on the other side and high vibrational energy. On this, now the reason why we know about those things is because they can show us images or give us feels of something that happened on Earth for validation purposes. We're going to start it at about 8:30 and it's going to go to about 11:30. Glenda. We usually get there around 8:30ish. We'll probably get there a little early to set up. Tell my parent. This is Penny. Tell my parents hi for me. Well, they just heard you, Penny. They're around you all the time, sweetheart. They are around you all the time. Your loved ones are with you all the time. I can't read them if they're not with you. That would be great, Glenda. Well, hook up and come on, bring somebody with you. So Stephanie says, my husband is watching with me tonight and wants to know if his cousin has a message for him. I just got to ask this. So the minute that I read that question, the first place I got hit was my gut. I don't know if that means anything, but I want to say this. I don't know if that person hit. So my gut response is from one of a few things. Stephanie, it could be cancer, or like some maybe that person passed from cancer, or it just could be. But I kind of felt like I was swelling a little bit too, so I don't know what that was about. Just know that I said that. I don't know where that came from, but the minute I read the question, that was my first initial sense that I got. So I need to say that too. And actually, did your husband lose more than one cousin? Because there's something about the number two. Do you understand that as well? Or is there two people in that family that have passed away? There's something about the number two. When I close in, and there's also this isn't about me. There's also something about a special date or birthday that this person passed around. I need to say that too to you. And what I keep seeing is pay attention to the bird. It's this one bird, and I could be wrong, but I think it's a blue jay, but it's something blue with this person. So I want to say pay attention to that too. These are just things that are coming in my head. And there's also something about shedding a tear, not crying, but shedding a tear. I need to say that too as I'm connecting. And when I feel this person, I also feel too that there's some type of celebration with this person and him. So I need to say that as well. So I want to say those things to you, Stephanie. So I hope that had some meaning for you. Sparkle, when I read that, the first thing I heard there was an apology, and I don't think it's because the person was necessarily mean or anything. I think it was because something was missed, like they missed a birthday or missed being there, or something about being missed. So I want to say that to you, for you, Sparkle. Okay, okay, gotcha. Well, I said I've heard that there was two deaths, and then and then they were going back and forth, so that makes sense then. Okay. Glad to hear that. All right. So I am shuffling cards, and I'm going to break that last reading, and then we will do some card pulls for people. Or if you have a question, you get 3 cards. If you just want to pull, we'll pull. The 3 cards I turned over was the Empress, the Ten of Coins, which is my move card, and the Star, which means somebody who's trying to make a move is having difficulty making that move, as if I was reading somebody. I'll talk about the way those turned. Okay. Now, where is Sparkle? Was it you that wanted the card? Yes, look, she says, I do, please. You just get, that's because you just want one card. Okay, Sparkle. Jamie, would you keep an eye on TikTok for me and be my moderator so I don't miss nobody? All right, let me pull a card for old Sparkle. Here you go, Sparkle. Page of Cups is what I'm pulling for you. Page of Cups is about new emotions starting to evolve, new feelings, reconnection with somebody you feel like you lost connection with. The Page of Cups is all about, trying to establish new feelings, new emotions, or a stronger emotional bond with somebody, and that we're currently working on that. So I'm going to leave that with you, Sparkle. And then Jamie asked me for a card. Jamie, tonight you got something different, girl. You got the Four of Cups, which means there's an opportunity that you have coming your way, so pay attention. It's usually with work. And Jesse asked me, I believe there has been this spirit in my life since I was little that I don't think I know. I only know a certain name. My son, even as a child, saw this and coming from a room one night in a strange place, and he was a child. He would, yes, a person know if this is. So understand that everybody has spirits all around them. Okay, that's a common thing, Jesse. And sometimes if you were really close energetically with someone who's passed, many times they can throw their what I call their energy over you. And so yes, you could see these things or you could sense them being there. Those things are natural, and everybody has spirit guides. Yeah, every family member that passes a spirit guide. Hi, Connie. Connie says, pull me a card too. Okay, Connie, Connie, let's go party, Connie. You got the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is all about celebration. It's all about valuing yourself and finding something that helps move you. This is where you want to go and what you want to do. And then Jessie says Jessie, you get judgment. That means there's some things you need to take care of. I don't know if it's in writing or something legal, a contract or whatever, that something needs to be taken care of. Be sure you do it so things can move smoothly for you. Okay, anybody else want a card while I'm here? If you ask me a question, I will pull 3 cards if it's a question for the cards and not me talking about spirits or anything. Why do I have so much anxiety this week? I feel like something about to happen. So just know there's a lot of, I just went and seen, like I told you, I went and seen, okay, beautiful, I'll get you. Know that I just went and seen Michelle. There's a whole lot of things going on right now in the stars. We have an eclipse coming up that's going to be seen by the northern hemisphere, really strong in August. That's going to put a lot of change on people. So that could have you way strong. I would recommend doing some grounding exercises, or doing some grounding exercises like deep meditation, or go play out in the barefoot because it's summertime, and try to ground and take some time to just deep breathe. That will help you with the anxiety. Nothing will ruin your life. See, you have fear. You have fear, Glenda. So you have to lose the fear. You should not have fear. I am going to pull a card for A Beautiful. Okay, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. You got the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is about relationships, friendships, business relationships. Pay attention. There's good. There's a new one about to come. You may even change jobs. Know that I said that. But anyway, back to Glenda. Know that you have to, stop thinking now about this. Life is life, folks. Learn that. Stop fearing it. We're taught to fear life. You got to think, where did that energy come from? Why am I fearing life? Glenda, you need to go take the energetics class. You really do. Why are you fearing what you can't control? That's senseless. Connie, I can't do it on the show, but you can, if you message my people in my groups, I've taught them what they call mapping, where you can find someone that's lost, like a brother or a family member. I recommend that. It's done with pendulums and a map and that sort of thing, and that will help you. And then you can have somebody go in deep and see what they can find. And poor Celeste wants a card about that damn house again. Celeste at her house. Celeste, I think you're stuck there. You got the Emperor. The Emperor's stuck to the ground. He's cold. You're doing things too hard. Is the problem, and you're not. You need. It's telling me you just need to look at things at real, true face value. Be honest, and make the moves you need to move. My house didn't sell either, so I'm staying in it for a while. Taking it off the market the first week of August. My next class will be before the end of the year, Naomi. I will post it in my group. Stay there. I got to finish school first, which I'll be finished at the end of the month, and I can do some more teaching. Do you see anything about our new business? I miss my brother and lost him 5 years ago. I can't wait to see. Oh, you can't wait to see. Oh, thank you. What do I see about your new business? Okay, well, I pulled these first 3 cards first. So I see strength. I see there's some things you need to change. We'll put you back to it, move on to something different. And you got to, and it's going to be hard work, but you can succeed. So know that I said that. And so that's what you're facing with the business. And thank you, Connie. And that's all I want. Okay. All right. Now, is there anybody over here? I need a book, another reading with you. So oh, thank you, Sparkle. Put your name if you will. That was Jamie letting them know. And then somebody said Sue. Let me see that. I don't think I read a Sue. I will pull a card for Sue. Do what? Yes. So the classes online are coming. They've already in the making. I'm almost finished the numerology class. That will go online soon. My next one will be a basic mediumship course that will go online. Energetics will not go on long because it's a lot of exercise that you need people to do with it. Sue, move. You're moving. You're either moving jobs, location, something's moving with you. So pay attention to that, Sue. You're still learning about my. Well, so I know that you have them. I do a lot. If you go to my YouTube page, A Beautiful Chaos Antiques, go to my Facebook page. I have a lot of these videos where I go over a lot of things to help you with that, as well as I got a tarot class that's on there for free. You can go take that tarot class for free. I don't know if y'all know that. You could go on, if you go on my YouTube page where these posts, I have a free tarot class there where I teach you all about the cards and all that stuff. Let's see, Delise says, are the services I'm thinking about adding to my business a good idea? That is a good question. Let's pull 3 cards for Delise. I want this card for some. Well, there's something about partnerships or getting somebody else to come in and being more stabilized. But I think that right now you're really trying to look at new innovative things to bring into that business. And I do think there's some success around it. And one of it's going to come from some type of partnership. Know that I said that to you, Delise. Okay. Oh, I got you. You said your name is Sue. So post your name. I got you, Sue. Okay. A couple. Oh, did I miss something up here? Oh, that was super. I met a couple a year ago. Oh, at the Axe Hotel thing. I got you. Last year, yeah. Were you at the table when that table started flying at that Axe? Did you go to the pocket there and we did the table tipping, Sue? That was pretty wild. Whew. That was a heavy table. And for first group, it went all over the place. Second group, it moved, but not like it did for the first group. First group with that energy up going good. I don't know if any of y'all done table tipping before. It's kind of cool. The energy's right. That table will do all kinds of stuff. All right. So I don't see any more questions coming across, so that's good. Oh, hi, my name is Isabel. So Isabel wants a card. Okay, Isabel, I'm just seeing you, baby. Isabel, you got the Knight of Cups. That's about, you need to put some adventure into your life. It's time to, Isabel, to explore a little bit, to get out there and find the things you really connect to and that you really love. This is going to help elevate you a little bit, help escalate your life to a place of peace, a place where you want it to be. Okay. All right. So yes, I'm going to probably do another energetics class in October or November. I want to be out of school and I want hurricane season to be over with. Because my patient is not going good right now. His family is speaking of planning him in a skilled facility. Oh, that's rough. They got to find a good one. You're welcome, Isabel. I caught you, sweetheart. Tidra, Renee, hi. Well, start looking for another one is what I would say. Aw. You're losing your daughter. Like, what do you mean by that? She's getting married? Is she not well? What do you mean by that? A man took her away and doesn't want to see her mama? Yes, Tidra, I'm still live. Okay, so you lost your daughter. I got you. She passed away. I'm in 2 cities right now, Tidra. I'm in Hattiesburg and I am in New Orleans on the weekends. I'm sorry about that. What is it about her hair, Isabel? There's something about your daughter's hair. Know that I said she keeps showing me. Looks. I don't know what it is. She keeps showing me her hair. I don't know why, but know that I said that. And she was ill. I see. She was ill. I see illness around her. She's fine now, but oh, she connects with you. Oh, you, um, Isabel, I think it's Isabel, right? I'm saying the name right. Yes, Isabel. Pay attention in your house to things that look like they're moving. That's her messing with you. Now that I said that, she just showed me that. That's cool. That was cool. Melody says she would like a card, and Naomi would like a card. Of course. Melody, I got the King of Swords. He's all about contract, signing paper, needing something that you need to take care of. Keep that in your mind and try to get that accomplished. It looks like once you do good things, start to grow from it. Know that I said that. And Naomi, Naomi, you got the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is all about career opportunity, change in things you do, change the way things are happening, changes in the workplace, or what you consider to be the workplace. Those things are happening for you, and they're good changes because it was straight up. So know that things are going to be happening. And yes, Tidra, you can have a card too, of course, darling. Tidra, you got the Star, love. The Star is all about going with the flow of life, enjoying it, putting your burdens to sorrow, letting them wash away, and being able to continue on with the way things are going for you in life. Keep them going positive and allowing positive energy around you. And Diana wants a card. Diana, you got the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is about watching your money grow, put it in the place it needs to be, start taking value in the right things and get away from valuing things that you shouldn't be. Okay, and then I have Erica. All right. Love you, Celeste. See you next week. You've got the King of Wands, which is all about taking better control in your work life and standing up for yourself and making advancements and changes that you need to grow. So I'm going to say that to you. And then I have Sarah. And then, okay, I got this. Okay, Sarah, you got, somebody had this earlier, but I got it again. So Sarah, you get the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is all about new emotional connections, redefining your emotions with someone and being a person that, so that your life can grow with that person and things can move forward. It's all about new social connections. That's for Sarah. And Delise says her daughter wants a card. Well, this is for Delise's daughter. She gets the Three of Pentacles, and it's all about friendships and meeting people and picking the right friends versus the wrong friends so that her life can grow around them. And so she needs to be mindful of that. Okay, let's see if I missed anybody. It's hard because the screen's so small on my phone for me to, now it's even smaller because we got new phones this week. We changed companies, so we had to get new phones. Hey, man. So I says, hey, man, that is upside down. How you doing? How you doing? Anyway, let me pull you a card upside down. The one that says, hey, man, you get, oh, look at you. You got the Magician. The Magician is all about creating what you need to create and allowing it to enhance your path in life. So I will say that to you for your card. All right, folks. You know, we had a lot of conversation tonight. We talked a lot about how to develop yourself and how to work with your own abilities and your own techniques. We talked about that tonight. We talked about all the fun things. Hey, that's CV Energy and Wellness. Hey, how you doing? So we talked a lot about that. Yes, Stephanie, you can have a card. Stephanie, you got the, oh, here comes the puzzle piece on TikTok. Give me a minute. I gotta put it into place. There we go. Oh, it didn't go. We gotta do another puzzle piece. Where's the piece? Drag the puzzle piece into place. Oh, I see it. It was blending. Okay, got it that time. So you got the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is all about bringing balance back into your life. Stephanie, it's talking a lot about, it talks a lot about being able to move or juggle the things around you to bring peace back and keep that energy from being blocked around you. That's what this card is about. So that is for you, Stephanie. And so we talked a lot tonight about, you know, develop your own development and about things you can do on your own to help inspire that. Again, before I go, a few things I want to say is, Tina says, always so much fun. I know, I know. Well, once school's over, I will be coming, Tina, I'll be coming in several times a week in different times. So a lot of it is just because of school and work right now. This is the best time, and I wanted people to get home and have dinner and be settled. Oh, it's Cindy Durr. Hey, Cindy, good to see you. You might be, we might be neighbors again. Because Magni wants to go back to Dallas if we ever sell the damn house here. But anyway, so we may be neighbors again. So anyway, don't forget that on the 17th, Trini's coming in from Dallas to here. Well, into New Orleans, and we will be doing a gallery at my home at Friday night at 7 o'clock, and then we have a bunch of groups on the 18th, and then Trini is probably seeing clients by her own on Sunday and probably Monday. But I don't book for Trini. You have to go through her website, and her daughter is the only one that books for her. Don't forget about the cruise in January, the 2nd through the 7th of January. I'm out of Tampa. That's on my website. Guys, you can always go to my website, sid-patrick.com. That's where your only place you can book an appointment with me. And those are all online right now, if you want something in person, you have to message me on Messenger. And we can try to set up something. But this month, I'm already booked out through the whole month of July. I have nothing. If you can find, I think this might be some times on my website for 30 minutes online, like one day a week, but that's a couple of those is all I have left. My weekends are booked completely. It's the 18th, I'm booked solid. And the next weekend, it's my birthday weekend. I am not working. And then the following weekend, I'm in Las Vegas teaching. So I won't be doing any in-persons until August. Okay, so know that, but we can do them online. And the month of July is very scarce. I will have more online after after school. I'm finished with school, and I'm going to be finished by the end of the month. All right. It has been fun talking to you guys. How much? The 17th. If you go on my website to book your seat, it's $40. And it is a mediumship gallery with Trini Simmons and myself. And there is limited seats. I know we've sold quite a few tickets. I've seen, I haven't counted them yet, but I can see them. They pop up every time somebody buys one, and they've been popping up in little groups. So I know that we have a good many sold. All right. Thank you, everybody. It's been fun tonight. Thank you for joining me, Touch and Eternity, the podcast. I'm your host, Sid Patrick. I will see you next Wednesday, and I can see you all Wednesdays this month. After that, it'll still be on Wednesday, but I will have a lot of other days. If you see me on, you can come join and share the love. Love you guys. See you later.